out on a walk today. Hope everybody's doing good. Just out on a walk. Enjoying a little bit of sunshine. Hello, Ernie and Angie. It's a busy Saturday morning, and lots of people are out, so I thought it'd be really cool to walk around and appreciate the sunshine while we have some. Really nice car right there. Oh, it's a Ferrari. That must have been a brand new Ferrari. I don't know if anybody knows, but I love sports cars. Really nice looking car. And what isn't to like about a cool car? Of course, I've never had my own sports car, and I don't think I ever will, but I always like to see them. I've only had mom cars, which are pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's got a Chicago, it ain't really, you got soap for this range. Oh, yeah, that's true. This is usually you can do it, it's not a big deal, you wear a little cap. Yeah. Yeah.
Good morning. Hello.
Yeah. Well, good, so how far are you walking?
Oh, we just need a couple.
We don't do a couple. I normally do about 3 of them.
No, I can only do one of these.
I do 2 and then I would walk all the way down to the walk all the way down to the park and then we
Well, and I love the sound of rocks walking and crunching. I think walking on rocks is one of the greatest sounds you could ever hear and feel. You know, it's got to be the right crunchy rocks. This kind has like a little sand in it. It's pretty awesome. Got this really cool little trail that I walked down. Up. What a beautiful view. Thank you, sunshine. I know the rest of the world, or a lot of places, are going through it. There's fires in Chile, and you know, probably tornadoes in the south, and floods in Southern California, and earthquakes, war. So many things going on. And it's nice just to be able to stop. Stop and listen for a minute. And appreciate the things that really matter. What are the things that really matter? Well, earth, fire, water. There's one more. Earth, fire, water, what else? There. Those are the 4 things that we have to have in order to actually be alive. Well, I mean, I guess space people, if you're going out in space, then you're not with the Earth anymore. But you got there because of it. And all the materials that are here. So it is Saturday, and it's only going to be partly sunny. Wow.
sit down. Sit.
Oh, got a little scared. Okay.
Sit.
I'm sorry.
Sit. Good girl.
Happy Saturday. So why would a puppy dog be scared? Well, probably because it can be a little scary to see so many flickering lights, maybe. I don't know. it's just so great to see the sun out. It is still chilly, but I definitely needed to come outside. So we're packing up, and we got painting going on, and my sister and her husband are determined to sell the house. So we will be moving to somewhere, and we don't know where yet, which is even, it's kind of a interesting way to do it, and exciting, and kind of scary. But it's gonna be okay. I feel that God always provides. He always provides the air and the earth and fire. It's very rare that I'm cold unless I'm outside. Like right now, I have a light jacket on, but it's because in the sun it's really toasty. It's supposed to be 49 today, and it's pretty awesome. A little tiny green caterpillar crawling across the sidewalk. Look at that poor little guy. Hi, little guy. Well, have a really good day. I think I might just put him on the grass, because it's a long way to go. Okay, here you go. Okay, have fun. We get some of the greatest fluffy caterpillars. Sometimes, I don't really know when they come out, but I know that they're red and black, or orange and black. Man, they're really cool. So fluffy. You can pet them, and they're just they're just so cute. They're so furry. I just love this waterfall, so I have to put the little waterfall in. In the winter, it turns to ice, and it looks really cool. If my dad were here, he'd say, "Hey, look, there's an airplane. Look, there's an airplane." Love you, Dad. My dad and his airplanes. He was a pilot. He had his pilot's license, so he wasn't a pilot, but he did have his license to fly, I think, the smaller engine planes, and he loved it. I never got to go for a ride, but by that time he was too busy when I was old enough probably to go do it. So, but I imagine it would have been pretty thrilling. He took my sister Donna for a ride, and she was probably 4 years old, and was practicing, or I don't know what happened, but he ended up, the engine stalled, and he ended up going under telephone poles and then rising back up. And so my sister never wanted to fly with him after that again. And I can't say that I could blame her for that. Well, I definitely love walking through here. The forest has some great smells and little birdies, and it's just a really neat walk through here. It smells fresh, and after a windstorm, you can, the pine trees just, you can taste the pine, it's so good and refreshing, that smell. And of course, I hope that I never encounter any bears or anything, because I know that they wander around here sometimes. Probably shouldn't even say. I don't want to see the bears. But I hope everybody's doing good out there. I've been working on some art projects and, trying to stay focused, stay away from potato chips. I think that's the curse that I have is I really like these sour cream cheddar ruffles that are on top of the fridge, and I'd take a couple here and there, and oh man, it's so hard to only eat a couple, so I'm really trying to stay away from them. They don't do me any good. They kind of make a funny film in my mouth too, which is interesting. Okay, so we have a little creek running through. Oh, and we've got new little buds coming out everywhere. All the buds are starting to come out. Yay! Yeah, so life definitely has its adventures. Exercise is important for me. I went and said hello to my friend Richard. Socialization is nice. I guess I might miss part of that socializing. Since I'm from a big family and I have 5 sisters and 3 brothers, and so and then I have 6 kids, and then when I left, it was kind of like I needed the space, but I didn't want to, have complete space, I guess, if you know what I mean. But I live with my sister, and her husband, and the cats. Super great. And so I know I needed time and space. And I like to do reading and listening to different things and philosophies. The philosophy of Ayn Rand was my dad's favorite, and I don't agree with everything that she has to say, but there's a lot that I agree with. And, it's kind of like music or bands, and how I like a lot of different bands, but not every song they have. And that's okay, to like what you want to like. To like what you want to like. Good morning. Yeah, because what I like is important to me, just as what you like should be important to you. I really like walking. I really like being outside. I do enjoy saying hello, especially if it's a happy person. If it's a miserable person, it's harder to want to say hello to someone that isn't, but I want to give them their space. There's nothing expected in my eyes, to come from anything. It's like I'm walking and I'm just trying to be as respectful as possible. Hey, kitty cat. Yeah, love your hats.
Thank you.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
Yeah, because it makes it a whole lot nicer, when people are nice. And we don't have to go out of bounds. There's always, boundaries. I like to keep it short and sweet, if possible. And I think that's what most people want to do. We want a pleasant interaction, and that's what, is it makes life a lot better when it's pleasant. Not saying you can always have pleasant, though. Mostly the world works like you're not going to get everything you want. You can get a lot, but it's not going to be everything all the time. It might be really tough for us to learn that, but it's better to know the truth and then you can roll with the punches easier. That's what it seems like. Yeah, to have, a good balance of dreaming and reality is what I like to do, because I know that there's a lot of stuff that isn't going to be cool. Because that's life, and life has the positive and negative of whatever is happening. And what do we really want? When you're, probably when I was a teenager, I didn't want to be bored. And now that I'm an adult, I don't like being bored, but it's not the same anymore because now I'm tired. And it's like, I could do a fun thing for a little bit, but I have to have breaks or naps or, something like that. So boredom kind of takes on a whole new meaning, I think, when you get older compared to when you're a child or a teenager, especially a teenager. I don't know about anybody else, but those are some rough years. I definitely would not want to be a teenager again. And my hat's off to, parents and teenagers and, just everybody that has to go through that. And it's really not a fun time, I don't think. And of course, I'm just talking. I don't even really need to do a whole lot of talking today, I guess. But I haven't been talking to anybody else. I talked to my son about a week ago, and I think we had a really good conversation with my son Jake. He is 33, and he lives in Southern California. And, no news is good news. I'm a firm believer in giving people the space they want. Whatever that is, and whoever they are. If you want space, I'm all for it. I want space too. Space and privacy. So it is funny to have a YouTube channel. Am I trying to learn how to talk on YouTube? Maybe. Maybe I am. I guess I felt isolated, since the whole COVID thing, which was a nightmare for most people. A terrible nightmare. And of course it's probably still going on, a bunch of the things. Ooh, they got all the pretty flowers The tulips coming up. Spring is coming, and it's pretty great. I'm really looking forward to some more sunshine. It's been a cold, kind of, I don't want to say crazy winter, but winter can be depressing. And of course, what goes up must come down. And I like to think about that a lot. What goes up must come down. And what goes down has got to go back up. So we can't forget about that part. And how important it is to hang on. To hang in there. When, because life can get pretty hard just to be alive, just to be friends with someone who really isn't my friend. Don't want to be friends with someone who isn't my friend. They don't even call me a friend, and and that's okay, because it's obvious that we each have our preferences and, our own we have our own views and our own ways of looking at things. Thank you. And that's, so not everybody's going to like the same way I think. And that's okay. Because I definitely don't like the way some other people, or, I don't know what they really think, but a lot of people will, share their opinions, and I don't agree with those opinions. It's okay, because like anyone, none of us are going to agree with what everyone says all the time. Shouldn't put ourselves down for that. Or anyone else. So everybody's entitled to have whatever opinion they want. And I'm happy for people to have their own opinion and to do their own thing. Don't tell me what to do. Don't try to be my boss. I'm the boss of what I get to think. I'm the boss of what I want to do. I'm the boss of what makes me happy. I know what most people are doing is not what's going to make me happy. And I'm okay with that. I get that, that's how all of us really are. And, it feels pretty good to know that there's so many of us, and yet we can each have our own ideas. And, of course, some of them are going to be, similar. But it's like, how cool is that? That we can be an individual. I think it's really cool. Have our own way of doing things. Have our own whatever. My YouTube channel is my own whatever. Welcome to my whatever. Because sometimes I'm exercising, sometimes I'm eating, sometimes I'm hanging out with my kids or friends or walking or only just talking or, staring at the sun. I don't know. And that's great. It's part of the collective, and it's unique. The collective being humanity, of course. this busy street without a flag. Well, I'm really happy that I have air and that I am walking on the earth and that there's sunshine, and I had plenty of water to drink earlier. You know, I know that water is one of the keys to having health, and sometimes when it's cold I would only drink coffee and I got dehydrated a bunch of times because you know, that's not a good plan. It's not a very good plan. And going for exercise is so great. Sometimes I don't feel like I want to leave the house. Sometimes I feel like I don't want to talk. And, you know, is that just, you know, I do have, you know, the time to be depressed. What makes me depressed? Well, sadness makes me depressed. Sad things. You know, because taking anything to heart can really make you sad. And after you've been sad for a while, for me, I get really pissed off that I'm sad, that I've had to stay in a sad state for so long. I don't like it. But then it really helps me, you know, light a fire under my butt so that I get my butt outside. Because if I stay stuck in the house, definitely that makes it worse. I definitely would recommend, and it is the number one doctor recommended exercise is to walk. You don't have to walk fast. You don't have to be, you know, a superhero when you're walking. You can just, you know, get out and walk and eat, and start off with even just, you know, if you can only do 5 minutes, do 5 minutes. They say that 10 to 15 minutes is one of the greatest things you could do for yourself, for overall health, for the emotional health and well-being. Why is being outside so important? I don't know, but I love being outside. And, you know, it's tough when you're not outside, when I'm not outside. But, you know, it's the whole yin and yang thing where you have to have time, you have to have your shelter. You know, you've got to be sheltered under the mama bird's wings in order to heal and get better. Have that sense of safety. Having the sense of safety. So I'm going to be in the reflection in the class there. Hi. Well, I wanted to thank everybody for coming. And I guess now that I need to go use the bathroom, go into the store. I gotta go. Here, just 1 second. Good morning. And I hope everybody has a good Saturday weekend, and keep smiling, as my friend Ernie always says. Remember, the most important things are outside the door. Well, you know, the air, the water, earth, and fire. But I guess they're not always outside. Sometimes, you know, we don't necessarily have to have a fire anymore if you have central heating and cooling. But, you know, basically it is the fire. So All right, you guys have a great day. Thanks for joining me. Take care.